What's up, YouTube friends? Now today was a beautiful day in the garden, and as you can see, it's been quite bountiful. I have some eggplant here that was ready to pick. This is probably my 4th or 5th picking of tomatoes. My beans, they're starting to run down. I have a few cucumbers here, so I'll probably do some pickles. And as you can see here, I have a whole bunch of peppers. Now these are mostly banana peppers and Hungarian hot waxes. I do have a few jalapenos here, and some of them are already starting to turn red. So today, I'll show you how I pickle up my banana peppers. It's really fast and delicious, and since there's no canning involved, it's super easy. I'll show you how next. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and make my brine. So I have 4 smashed cloves of garlic here. I'm going to throw them into my pot. To this, I'm going to add 10 cups of vinegar. So I'm going to need some of this vinegar left over to make pickles after this recipe. So what I'm going to do is do 8 cups of white vinegar. To 2 cups of apple cider vinegar. So to my 10 cups of vinegar, I'm going to add 2 cups of water, 4 tablespoons of sugar, and 8 teaspoons of pickling salt. Now I'll go ahead and leave all the ingredients and the amounts down below. So now I'm just going to give it a quick stir. And I'm going to go set it on my stove, and I'm going to bring this up to a boil and let it boil for 2 minutes. While my brine comes up to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and cut my peppers into rings. So I have a sharp knife here. And I'm going to cut them about a 1/4 inch thick. Now on these long peppers, the top third of the pepper contains the majority of the seeds. So what I did was cut up about 2/3 up the pepper. I'm going to turn it around and cut off this end. And then I can just go ahead and remove the seeds. Just like that. Now if you had a thinner pepper like this one, you could just use a pencil or a pen or something like that, a chopstick, to poke out those seeds. So now you just want to go ahead and finish slicing your pepper. Now a few of my peppers were on the vine a little too long. They already turned red, but that's okay. I think the red, the orange with the yellow is going to look beautiful in the jar. So I'm just going to finish up slicing up all these peppers, and I'll bring it back when the brine is boiling. So my brine has come up to a boil, so I just set my timer for 2 minutes. In the meantime, I'm just going to stuff my jars here full of peppers. So this recipe will make 4 to 6 pint jars, so I have 6 out here just in case. And like I said, we're not going to can these, so you want everything to be nice and sterile. I went ahead and ran these through my dishwasher on the sanitize cycle, and I also washed them with hot soapy water, and they're still pretty hot. So now all you're going to do is stuff some peppers into your jar until it comes up to this inch. It's a 1-inch headspace. And my hands are extremely clean. And just fill your jars. Now don't be afraid to pack your peppers down here because they will shrink once it gets in that hot brine. And I like to just give them a little shake also. And just top it off with some peppers. Now it looks like I have enough to do about 2 more jars here. So for these final 2 jars, I'm going to spice things up a bit. I have some dehydrated ghost pepper halves that I dehydrated last year. So I'm just going to take half a dried pepper and throw it at the bottom of each jar. Now just top it off with peppers. Now that my brine has boiled for 2 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and remove the garlic cloves. I went ahead and I stuck my lids here in some hot water. And now's the time I'm going to go ahead and wipe down my rims, just to make sure that there's no seeds or oil or grease. Now I just dipped it in a little bit of hot water. You can also just use vinegar. And now we're just going to fill these jars completely full with brine until they're almost overflowing. Now as you can see here, I filled them all the way up to the top. Any more and they'd be spilling out. That's exactly what you want. So I'm just going to continue to fill the rest of these up with brine. Now I have all 5 of my jars here filled up, and I do have some brine left over, and I'll just go ahead and save that for the next time I make pickles, which will probably be this afternoon. Now you just want to grab one of your hot lids. I'm going to place it over my jar and screw down my ring. And now you just want to turn it upside down and let it set until it's cool. Now the heat from the brine will seal the lids, and the high vinegar ratio will go ahead and make these shelf stable. Now I'm not sure exactly if this is a USDA approved recipe, so if you're new to canning, go ahead and do some research first, and definitely don't take my word for it. So now I'm just going to let these cool off completely, and I'll bring it back when they're sealed. Alright guys, so it's only been a couple hours, and as you can see, all of my jars have sealed. Now I'm still going to go ahead and let these set till tomorrow morning. Then I'll take the rings off, wash down any of the vinegar and salt on the jars, and throw them in the canning closet. Now with the red, the orange, and the yellow, I think this is going to look beautiful on my shelves. Now this is great for any sub or sandwich, but what I like to use these for is I'll take a pork roast, throw it in the crock pot, dump a jar of this in, juice and all, and shred it up and put it on a bun with some coleslaw and some baked beans, and you have a meal. Now recently I hit 10,000 subscribers, and a lot of you have asked previously in the past to know more about me. I plan on doing a get to know me video in the future, so if you have any questions that you'd like to ask, go ahead and leave a comment down below in this video. You can also head on over to Facebook for Scrappy's Patch and leave a comment there. And recently, my nephew set up a Twitter account for Scrappy's Patch also. If you like this video and want to see more of my videos, go down below and hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and hit the bell notification button. Feel free to share this video across your social medias. And as always, thanks for watching. Happy canning. And I'll see you next time.